Good morning, students. Higher secondary second year computer science unit 2 lesson 7 Python functions part 1. Python functions. The learning objectives of the lesson Python function. First of all, to understand the concept of function and their types. Second one, know the difference between user defined function and built-in function. Third one, know how to call a function. Fourth one, understand the function arguments, different types of function arguments. Fifth one, to know the anonymous function. Last and final one, to know the mathematical and some string functions. First of all, we are going to study about the functions. What are functions? Functions are named blocks of code that are designed to do specific job. When you want to perform a particular task that you have defined in a function, you call the name of the function responsible for it. For example, here the function name is hello. The function is defined by using the keyword def followed by the function name. The function name in this function name hello doesn't have any parameters here, so this function is called non-parameterized function. This function has one statement. Whenever we call this function, it do the task, that is to print the text hello Python, and the control is transferred to the calling statement by using the return statement. This is the example for the function. We are going to see the example, this example by using the IDLE window, file open, function example 1. Here this is the calling statement. The calling statement is inserted into the print statement. Hello is the calling section. It has no parameters, so it matches with that. This function is called here. When this function is called, this function prints the text message hello Python, and it returns nothing, so it returns it displays the none also. For example, run this program. The message, text message hello Python, and none is displayed on the screen. This is the example for the function. So the functions are nothing but these are the named blocks of code that are designed to do specific tasks. Here the job is to print the hello Python. In this example, the job is to print the hello Python. Next one, what are the types of Python functions? What are the types of Python function? There are four types of Python functions. One, user defined function. User defined function. What is user defined function? Functions defined by the user themselves. That's called user defined function. Second one, built-in function. These functions that are inbuilt within Python, for example, print, input, sign, cos, etc. Lambda function, functions that are anonymous, unnamed function. Unnamed function means this function has no name. Last and final one, fourth one, recursion function. Functions that calls itself is known as recursive function. If a function that calls itself inside the same function is called recursive function. Defining function. How to define a function? the syntax for user defined function is def, first the keyword def, def, small d, followed by the function name. This is the user defined function name, followed by the parameter list inside the parenthesis, inside the opening and closing parenthesis, parameter list or argument list, followed by a colon. Below that, the block of the statements are coded. The block of the statements, Python statements are coded. At last, the return statement is placed. At last, the return statement. After the execution of these statements, return statements, it returns the control to the called section. The return transfers the control to the called section. We can use the expression also here. Return expression, for example, return sum, return x, return y, etc. For example, def hello, print hello Python, return. Def hello, print hello Python, return. What are the advantages of user defined functions? What are the advantages of user defined function? There are 3 advantages here. It can be asked for the 3 mark question. First advantage, functions help us to divide a program into modules, small modules. This makes the code easier to manage. That means a bigger program is subdivided into the small sections or small modules that are functions, that are called functions. Each and every module can easily easily executable and easily checked independently. Second advantage is it implements code reuse. We can use the code repeatedly. For example, a function, the function hello, print hello function, we can call it anytime. We can call that program, the function program at any times. So the set of codings can be reused. We need not write this coding again and again in a single program. One time it is code is written, this set of codes called in several times. So this is the main advantage. Every time you need to execute a sequence of statements, all you need to do is to call the function. Third one, final advantage. Functions allows us to change functionality easily. We can easily change the functionality of the program, function program. And different programmers can work on different functions. Different programmers can work on the different function modules. A block within a block is called the nested block. In a function, another function can be called inside that. That is called nested function or nested block. Calling a function. How to call a function? This is an example for the calling the function. Here, the function name is hello. The keyword def is used in front of the function name. Only one statements are here, print hello Python. Return statements, it return the control to the calling statement. The calling section contains the hello is here, hello keyword. When it calls here, the control transfers to this hello and print the hello Python and return to this segment. Here it returns nothing, so none will be displayed as a last statement of the output. If the return has no argument, here return has no argument here, there is no argument here, so none will be displayed as the last statement of the output. The above function will output the following hello Python and none. We are going to see this by using the IDE window. We already seen this. Here the function name is hello. the print statement is executed first. Hello hello function is called by this statement. So this is called invoking statement. This statement is called invoking statement or call statement. The control is transfers to the function hello here. So from this the print statement is executed, hello Python is executed. Then the return statements returns the control to the calling section. This is the calling section. The return statement transfers to the calling section. So this is the prototype of the control statement. That is called user defined function statement. This is the calling statement. This one is the calling statement. Run this program by using the run model. We are getting the result hello Python and none. Next one, passing parameters in the function. Passing parameters or arguments can be parameters and arguments can be passed to the functions by using the this syntax. This is the syntax for the passing parameters to the functions. Def function name followed by parameter list that separated by comma. Let us see the use of parameters while defining functions. The parameters that you place in the parentheses, the parameters that placed in the parentheses will be used by the function itself. You can pass all sort of data to the function. We can pass all sort of data by using the function. Here is an example program that defines a function that helps to pass parameters into the function. Here is the example. Here there are two parameters are used in this function area. Here the function name is area. This is denoted by the keyword def. Area is the function name. It has two parameters. One is w, another one h. In this function contains a return statement with the w asterisk h. This is the expression w asterisk h. This is the area of the rectangle. When the statement is called by using this calling statement area 3,5. This is the parameterized function. This is the parameterized function. Two parameters are here. One is 3, another one 5. 3 is passed to the w. So w 3 is assigned to w. 5 is passed to h. So 5 is assigned to h. So w equal to 3, h equal to 5, and the return value is 3 into 5. That is 15. Here we are going to see this example by using the IDLE window. File open. Passing parameters. Here we are using two parameters here in this function w and h. The parameters passed, parameter values are 3 and 5 are passed to the w and h, and the result is 15. By run this program, we get the result. Run model, we get the result 15. If we modify the values here, parameter values, for example 20, 5 into 20, 100, we will get the answer 100. Before that, save this program, run model, then the answer is 100. This is the example program for passing the parameter. Arguments are used to call a function. Arguments, the parameters, arguments or parameters are used to call a function. There are 4 types of function arguments. There are 4 types of function arguments or parameters. We are going to study in this lesson, in this class, the 4 types of arguments with example. First one, required arguments. Second one, keyword arguments. Third one, default arguments. Last and final one, variable length arguments. There are 4 types of function parameters or function argument. First one, required arguments. Second one, keyword arguments. Third one, default arguments. Fourth one, variable length arguments. It may be asked for 2 more questions. First of all, we are going to study about the required arguments. What is required argument? Required arguments are the arguments passed to a function in correct positional order. For example, here is the function print string. It contains one parameter here, one parameter, but in the calling section there is no parameters are given here. So there is an error in this program. There is an error in this program. Which error? Type error. Print string missing one required positional argument str. When we are giving the value welcome, when instead of a print string in the above code, if we use the print string welcome, then the output is given as example required arguments welcome. The type error is rectified by this statement. Print string within bracket underscore within double quote, we type the text as welcome. So here one argument, that is string value, here also one argument, the str. So we can get the result example required arguments welcome. We are going to see this by using an example, by using the IDLE window. File open. Required arguments. Here in the calling section no parameters are given, but in the function definition statement there is one argument. This is the error. Now we can see this by checking the program. Here one type error is given, missing one required positional argument. This program is rectified at we are giving a value for the str welcome, the text welcome. We are giving a value text welcome. Save this program, file save, and run this model by run model. Now the answer is example required arguments welcome. The program is rectified by giving the welcome. So this is the first arguments, required arguments, first type of argument. And second type of argument is the keyword argument. Keyword arguments will invoke the function after the parameters are recognized by their parameter names. Each and every parameter has the name, that called the keyword arguments. Here example, def print data, here keyword argument is name. In the call statement print data name equal to Zishan, here name is the keyword argument. The both names in the calling section and the function defining section, we must have the same argument. Here also name, here also name. If we put the name 1 here, it will going to error. The output is now this print statement prints this section example 1 keyword arguments. Second section name colon. Instead of name, the Zishan is assigned here. So the name colon Zishan. We are going to this by using the IDLE window. Open keyword arguments. In this example, here name is the keyword argument. In the calling section, the name contains the value Zishan. This value is passing through this name, and the result is we get the result. Run this program by using run model. Now example 1 keyword arguments name Zishan. When we are give the wrong name here, name 1, Now this program give the error. Now this program give the error because the name is mismatched. So the type error is print data got an unexpected keyword argument. Here name 1. Unexpected keyword argument name 1. Here, when we modify this like name equal to Jishan, now we get the result. Example 1, name Jishan. Another example for keyword arguments. Def print data name, print example 2 keywords, print name, return. Now you call the print data by using the name 1 equal to Jishan. Now we get the error message. Type error, print data got an unexpected keyword argument, name 1. Unexpected keyword argument, name 1. Example 2 keyword arguments. Def print data name age, print example 3 keyword arguments, print name colon that is equal to name, age colon age, return. In the calling section we are giving the 2 keyword arguments, age equal to 25, name equal to Jishan. In the calling section and you see this, in the calling section age and name are given in the order. Here the reverse order is given here. Def print data name and age. This is not error, but we should give the exact name also. Here age, here also age. Here name, here also name. We should give the exact names in calling section and the user defined function prototype section also. Now we get the result value, name Jishan, age 25. We are going to see this example by using the IDLE window. Keyword argument, example 2. Def print data name age, example 3 keyword arguments, name colon name. So there are 3 print statements here. First print statement prints the example 3 keyword argument. Second print statement name colon, the name is Jishan, age colon, the age is 25. The return statement returns control to the calling section. In these calling sections there are 2 arguments, keyword arguments here. One is age, another one name. The order is given in differently, both of the calling section and the defining section. Run this program, run this model, we get the result name Jishan, name age 25. This is the 2 examples for keyword arguments. Third one, default arguments. What is default argument? In Python, the default argument is an argument that takes a default value if no value is provided in the function call. The default value is taken by the compiler if no value is given to the arguments. No value is given to the arguments. For example, here you see this example. This is the function defining statement. In the function defining statement there are 2 arguments. One is name, another one salary. Here salary equal to 3500 means the salary has the default value 3500. So here salary is the default arguments. Here salary is the default arguments. This is the default arguments. This function print info contains the 2 print section. One is name, another one salary. Here in the calling section, print info money, calling section, one parameter is given. This parameter is matched to the name equal to money, but there is no salary is here given here. In the calling section there is no second parameter is given here. So the function, the compiler takes the value of salary in the default argument, that is 3500. So the name is money, salary equal to, the output is the name equal to the name colon money, salary equal to 3500. We are going to see this by using the IDLE window. File open, default arguments. Here name, salary, money is given. Now here there is no second parameter here, that is salary is not given here. So the salary is taken from the default argument. So 3500. By checking this program by using the run model, the result is name colon money, salary colon 3500. Salary colon 3500. In this example, the same example is here. The same example is printed here. Def print info, name salary 3500, print name, print salary, return. Instead of print info money, we are giving the statement as print info RAM, comma 2000. Now, the compiler takes the value 2000 for salary, not 3500, the default argument, but it takes the value which is given by the user 2000. 2000 is taken directly. So the result is, the output is name colon RAM, salary colon 2000, not 3500. If the value is given by the user here in the call statement, the interpreter takes the salary value directly from the call statement, that is 2000. If we are not given here, if we are not given give the value of salary here, the compiler takes the default values. Here we are going to see this example by using the IDLE window. File open model. Default arguments. Now we are giving only the first parameter value only. Now when we run this program, salary is 3500 here. By changing the value as RAM, comma 2000. Now the value is given by the user here in the calling section. Now the name get the value as RAM, salary 2000 is passed to the salary, not 3500, 2000. Check this program by run model. The name is RAM, salary colon 2000, not 3500 here. The salary is 2000. This is the example for the default argument. This is the example for the default arguments. Last and final argument is variable length arguments. What is variable length argument? In some instances, you might need to pass more arguments than have already been specified. Going back to the function to redefine it can be tedious process. Variable length arguments can be used instead. These are not specified in the function's definition, and an asterisk is used to define such argument. An asterisk is used to define such arguments. It may be asked for the one-word question. In variable length arguments, we can use an asterisk. It is a simple program without giving the variable length argument. It is a simple program without giving the variable length argument. Def sum x, y, z. Print sum of the three numbers x, y, z. Some value here in the calling section, there are 5 values are there. In the defining section, there are 3 parameters only. So the type error is sum takes 3 positional arguments, but 5 were given. Sum takes 3 positional arguments, but 5 were given. That's a type error. variable length argument. Here 5 values are given in the calling section, but in the defining section, function defining section, there are only 3 parameters are here. This is the error here. What error? Type error. Sum takes 3 positional arguments, but 5 are given. If I modifies as only 3 parameters here, the error is rectified and it will give the answer 2530. It will give the answer 2530. So this is the very drawback of the function. So we use the to rectify this error, we can use the variable length arguments. We use the variable length arguments like these. See this example: syntax for the variable length arguments. Def function name asterisk arguments. Def function name, simply one argument here, but it is denoted by asterisk. Function body return statement. Here is an example. Def print numbers is the print NOS is the function name. It contains the variable length argument, that is NOS. Asterisk NOS means NOS is here the variable length argument. For n in NOS, print n. So this for loop executed for a number of times, certain number of times. The print statement is repeatedly certain number of times. And finally, the return statement returns the control to the calling section. In the first calling statement, print numbers 1, 2. There are 2 arguments. In the second printing calling statement is contains the 3 arguments. The first statement also it gets the parameters are passed only 2 arguments, and this accessed by the interpreter printing 2 values 1 and 2. In the second section, there are 3 values are given here. The variable, the argument, the length of the argument is varied now to 3 numbers. The length of the argument list is the varied by 3 numbers. First, in the first section, only it passed the 2 numbers, but in the second section it passed the 3 numbers. For example, printing 3 values 10, 20, 30. So this is the variable length arguments. It rectifies the error by giving the mismatching parameters. By using the IDLE window, file open, variable length operator, variable length arguments 2. In this section, there are 2 calling statement. First statement contains 2 arguments, but in the second statement 3 arguments. Both are the same function name. So this function is called by 2 times. This function is called by 2 times. This is the reusability of the coding. This is the this code is reused for the 2 times. This is the one advantage of function. This is the one advantage of function. 2 times. We are calling this section 2 times, but with the different arguments. In the first section, we give the 2 arguments here. In the second section, 2 arguments. This variable length argument list is adjusted by through 2 or 3. So this is the NOS is the variable length arguments. Now we get the answer by using the run model. Printing 2 values 1, 2, printing 3 values 10, 20, 30. There is no type error here. So NOS is the variable length argument. Here NOS is the variable length argument. So we are studied here 4 types of arguments. First of all, required arguments. Second one, keyword arguments. Third one, default arguments. And last and final one, variable length arguments. This is the examples for the variable length arguments. This is the syntax of the variable length arguments. In variable length arguments, we can pass the arguments using two methods. We can pass the arguments by two methods. Non-keyword variable arguments. Second one, keyword variable arguments. Non-keyword variable arguments are called tuples. The non-keyword variable arguments are called tuples. The Python's print function is itself an example of such a function which supports the variable length arguments. This is the one more question. In Python, the variable length argument, the default, the example for the variable length argument is print function. We can give single value, we can give the single or double or triple value here. So the print function is the example for the variable length argument. That's all, students. Thanks for watching.